via PayPal. I'll put my PayPal link in the comment section below. In 2006, Floyd Mayweather faced Zab Judah. And it so happened that late in the fight, when Floyd seemed to be closing out, Zab Judah probably going to look to stop him. Zab Judah hit Floyd with a low blow and then hit him a rabbit punch in the back of the head. And that caused an eruption. And his then trainer, Roger Mayweather, jumped into the ring, and a whole melee happened after. There was a big, fight and everything. And Roger was suspended from any sort of Las Vegas fight. So that means that Floyd didn't have a trainer for his next fight, which was his fight with Carlos Baldomir. All he had was the cut man in his corner, and he had Leonard Ellaby. And he fought that fight. And he'd call Uncle Roger in prison and get instructions. And then for the fight night, Uncle Roger wasn't in his corner, and he just had to run the drill. Okay. Fast track to 2022. Devin Haney having to face George Kambosos. And Devin Haney is in a similar situation in which his father, because of a previous conviction that he had, was not allowed into Australia. And so his father's, he's of course getting advice from his father before the fight, but it looks like during the fight his father will not be the head trainer in the corner, and in fact it will be another trainer, Yoel Judah, who is, Devin Haney is very close with him. He has had training under him and so on. Neither is he going to have Ben Davison in his corner either. Now, that might seem like a disadvantage, but in fact, as I just said before, Floyd Mayweather has gone through this experience as well. And he had to face a very awkward Argentinian boxer in Carlos Baldomir. And Devin Haney is going to be facing a somewhat awkward fighter. Kambosos can cut certain kinds of angles and stuff. Quick on his feet, quick hands, ferocious, has a heart of a lion. But Devin Haney has that jab. And he has the footwork to match that jab. So, what I'm going to say is, just as how Floyd, who didn't have Roger Mayweather in his corner, he had no trainer in his corner for the actual fight. He didn't have his father, he didn't have Roger. But he was able to beat Carlos Baldomir and become the lineal champion. He beat the guy who beat the guy. Carlos Baldomir beat Zab Judah, who was the undisputed champion. They didn't give Carlos Baldomir the WBA and IBF titles because of some stupid sanctioning fee rule. Otherwise, Carlos Baldomir would have been undisputed, and then Floyd would have beaten Carlos. He would have been undisputed, but he became anyway the lineal champion. And on this occasion, Devin Haney is bringing one of the belts to the table. It's the WBC, and Kambosos has the other three belts, which is the WBA, IBF, and WBO. And in this fight, this unification, the winner will come out to be the first undisputed four-belt lightweight world champion. But there's several other pieces of history there. What will happen is if Devin Haney wins, he'll be the youngest undisputed champion, youngest lightweight undisputed champion, youngest four-belt lightweight undisputed champion, youngest undisputed champion, period. Okay? In the history of boxing. He's 23 right now. So, there's all of that going on. In addition, Yoel Judah will become the first trainer to have two undisputed champions that he trained. He coached into winning championships. It would have been Zab Judah, who won the welterweight championship from Corey Spinks in Corey Spinks' hometown, and it will be Devin Haney in Australia. So there's all of that going on. But I just want to say that I believe that Devin Haney has it with him, just like Floyd Mayweather had it within him, to solve the riddle that's put in front of him and make adjustments, and then from there win the fight, and easily, as he did with Carlos Baldomir, Floyd did with Carlos Baldomir. So That's the confidence I have that this kid, only 23 years old, but I do believe he will go to victory. But I just wanted to bring that to your guys' attention here and now. I'm what you need. I'm gonna catch you guys later. I got a prediction for you guys with Stephen Fulton versus Daniel Roman, and I'm gonna come with that very soon. So stay tuned. But I gotta make a couple turns first. All right, guys. Peace.